Hello friends. In our last video, we learned about LED programming. We learned what are the considerations for LED programming, and now we are going to write two LED programs. The first one, we will switch on and switch off the LED, and in second one, we will control the brightness of the LED. Now, whenever we want to write a program, first thing which we need to know is which all GPIOs we are going to use. In this case, we are going to switch on or switch off one LED and we need one GPIO pin. And for switching on and off, we can use any digital pin. That's what we learned in last video. Whereas for the brightness control, we need to have PWM pin. And hence we used pin number 5. So in our program as well, we will use pin number 5 to connect our LED. We know that LED is an output device and hence the pin 5's mode should be set as output. So now this pin is ready to provide output to the LED. First we want to switch on the LED. And we know switch on and off, that means there are only two values, which means we are talking about digital values. And hence we will use the command digital write. The pin number 5 because we have connected our LED to pin number 5, and the value we will give is high. High means we have given positive polarity. And the second pin is connected to ground, that means there is a potential difference and hence current will flow and LED will glow. Now we will keep it glowing for, let's say, 2 seconds. So delay of 2 seconds, and after 2 seconds we want to switch off the LED. Switching off the LED means we don't want any current to be flowing through the LED, and for that we'll stop giving voltage to the LED. That means we will make the polarities of both the LED pins same. When the polarities are same, there is no current flowing. That means we will have to apply low value to the anode pin. And that will switch off the LED. So it is a very simple program to switch on and switch off LED. First we switched on by passing high value to pin number 5, and then we switched it off by passing low value to pin number 5 where we have connected anode of the LED. Let's now do the program for controlling the brightness of the LED. Pin mode of pin 5 still has to be output. We have used pin 5 because pin 5 is a PWM pin, and hence for controlling brightness as well we can connect our LED to pin 5. Now we want to slowly increase the brightness of the LED. So initially the LED will be off and slowly it will glow with increasing brightness. Since the brightness is increasing, the value which we are going to pass is changing. And if there is a changing value, it is always good to use a variable. We can change the value of the variable programmatically, or we can directly make use of the for loop. So let's use for loop. We know the syntax. Inside the bracket we have 3 arguments. First we set up the variable. So here I am setting up variable I equal to 0, and variable I am going to use to decide the brightness. So initial brightness is 0, that means LED is off, and the maximum brightness has to be 255 because we know that is the highest value we can give. So I less than 255, and I should increment in the steps of 15. I equal to I plus 15. I could have increased in the step of 1, but that won't give us the required difference in brightness. used 15 because 255 is divisible by 15. And what we are going to do is inside here, we are going to apply I as the brightness, which means analog right pin number 5, and the value here I'm going to pass as I. So initially value passed will be 0, then it will be incremented by 15, so 15, then 30, then 45, then 60, and that way I will keep on increasing and the different value will be passed on to the LED. As the value of I is increasing, the brightness of the LED will increase because the value is deciding the brightness. We will give a certain delay, maybe delay of 200 milliseconds between the two values. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll see it almost like switching on instantaneously. So we are going to give delay so that we can see the difference. Now this has increased the value up to, let's say, 255. Now I want to reduce it. I can again use the for loop. And here the initial value I'm going to give is 255. And I'm going to check that it should continue till i's value is greater than 0. Till i's value is greater than 0. What should happen? I's value should be decremented, not incremented. So it will be 255, then 240, then 225, then 210, then 195. So on, it will keep on decreasing. And that will ensure that the brightness of the LED will start reducing, and finally it will reach a situation where LED will be switched off. Do upload this program and check if the LED behaves as we expect it to behave.